time for the Candlepin Challenge on Comcast Sportsnet. Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome back inside the Woburn Bowlodrome. John Holt with Dan Murphy and Trina Fernandez. Glad you have made the move with us to our new home, Comcast Sportsnet, and the great Candlepin bowling continues, and the story of Jeff Surette.
That's right. It's been 8 weeks in a row. Someone asked me the other day, will Jeff get beat? I said, yeah, he will. When? That's another story. We got two bowlers coming up now. We'll give him all he can handle, but we're on the verge of tying a record of John Zappe's 9 in a row if Jeff can secure another win.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting show today to see if he can do it. We will speak with Jeff in just a second, but first we say hello to Trina, standing by with the challengers. Hi, Trina.
Hi, John. Thanks so much. Today our challengers are Rich Hamel and Norm Pelletier. And Richard, your first time on the show, how big are those butterflies?
They're there, definitely. I'm just going to try to get over them early and do my best.
But you have an interesting job. Tell us about what you do.
I'm a member of the Massachusetts Air National Guard in the 267 Combat Comm, and it's about 2 years now. Looking forward to staying strong.
So this should be nothing for you compared to what you face out there.
It's a little different.
Well, we're happy to have you, and thanks for all you do for us.
Thank you.
And Norm, welcome back. We haven't seen you in a few years.
Long time.
Now, you have an interesting connection to Jeff Surette. What would that be?
He's one of my son's best friends, and God hoping if I do win, I'd hate to take him out of that position of winning 9 in a row, but I don't know.
If anybody can do it, maybe Norm, maybe it's you.
Maybe.
Well, that's a great story. We can't wait to see if that happens. But first you have to get past Richard.
Yep.
So it's one great string ahead of us. Back to you, John.
All right, Trina, thank you. Standing by with the champ 8 weeks in a row. Do you ever feel that mounting pressure and the expectations, or?
I don't know about pressure. It's more of excitement. I just want to get out and start early.
Well, today a chance to tie John Zappe. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're back with the Challengers match right after this on Comcast Sportsnet. Welcome back to Woburn. It's the Candlepin Challenge here on Comcast Sportsnet, and we are ready to go with the Challengers match. Rich Hamel making his debut on the show to go against Norm Pelletier, and Rich joining us from Newmarket, New Hampshire, will go first. Perhaps some early nerves. Pulls it to the left.
And it's taken out just that 7 pin. And you're right. First thing they want to accomplish is get that first mark up.
Good recovery to take out 7 others. Leaves 2 up, the 1-3. And it's a 9 box to open for Rich Hamel.
Moves over to lane 36 here at the Woburn Bowlodrome.
Just a 1-game Challengers match to determine who advances to take on Jeff Surette, champ for the last 8 weeks. An incredible run. Looking to match the all-time run of John Zappe, 9 in a row if he can get a victory today.
His last victory against Skip Esterbrook, and Skip gave him everything he could throw at him, throwing strike after strike on lane 36. But you know, I have to go back to those 2 shots that Jeff made. I think in the 6th and 7th frames, he cut the 3 into the 4. No wood to help him out for a spare. Dropped 7 and left the 4, 8 and 10 with a couple pieces of wood. Made that one. Total of 15 pins on those 2 marks. And he wins by 21 with a strike spare the last box, which really didn't mean anything. So you got to think of those 2 shots were the whole match. And what a great 8th win for Jeff Surette. Norm drops 9, leaves a 6 pin. Oh, pulls it left.
Norm joining us from Peabody, Mass. Second appearance in the history of this show, and he'll start with a 10 box.
Yeah, he was with us back in June of '05, and bowled against Pete Iannuzzo, and Pete threw a 136 to his 107. So he's looking for his first victory in the Challengers match. And then, as Trina said, he gets to face our champ and his son's best friend.
If he can advance past Rich, that'd be the matchup against Jeff Surette.
He's got the 1, 2, and the 9 pins. 9 pin has a piece of wood in front of it in the back row. Misses it to the right.
He matches the 9 in the box 2 from Rich, an early 1-pin advantage for Norm, 19-18. Rich sporting that average of 114.
Missing the head pin to the left, but leaves himself to 1, 8, and 9.
Slides by the 1 to the right and takes out the 2 in the back row, but it'll be open again 3 in a row.
The object pin, of course, is that head pin on that shot. That's what he wanted to do. It gives him a chance at making the spare. Not that it was an easy one. So still looking for our first mark of the match.
Rich is at 28 and counting. Drops 3.
Rich does a lot of his bowling at the Lafayette Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. The Quinn family runs a great operation there in Lafayette Lanes, and the finals were at Leo's Super Bowl in Amesbury also.
Not leaving a lot of pins, just 2 up from the 40 he has had a chance to knock down, and he has 38. Here's Norm, box 3. This is the head pin to the left, but drops a half dozen.
Norm puts a little break in the ball, breaking right to left for that right-hander.
He's got the 6, the 8, and the 10 remaining. Gets all 3, nicely done to get to the 10 box.
And it keeps his 1-pin advantage. Norm's home lanes, Metro Bowl in Peabody, Mass. Cluster of 4 in the right-hand corner, 3, 6, 9, and 10. No wood to help him out in this shot. And it comes off the left sidewall for our first mark.
9 was the last to go as he gets all 4, spare in the 4th.
So important to throw that first mark up. This is only 1 game in this Challengers match.
Back to Rich, he'll drop 7.
That looked a little better than that. Leaves a 6-10 in the right-hand corner plus the 8-pin. Looks like you probably have to try to hit the 6, have it come off the right sidewall.
And he's to the right of the 6, gets only the 10. So halfway through, all open frames for Rich Hamel through the first 5 boxes. 3 9s, 2 10s, make that an 8 and 2 9s and 2 10s, 46.
Well, last 2 times on the head pin, but this time flush on the head pin, drives it straight back, leaves a spread eagle, plus that 9-pin in the back row.
3 6 10 to the right remain.
Rich carries an average of 114.
Double nickels, 55 through 6 for Rich.
Big ball for Norm Pelletier. Spare in the 4th, and this will be the fill.
First fill of the day, and it's a good one. 9.
Just the 10-pin left, trying to make it 2 in a row and set himself up for some bonus money. Playing the wood. Ooh.
Taking some ribbing from the crowd and thinks he should have just gone right after the 10.
Well, I remember a bowler, Hall of Fame bowler, Dominic Mascolo, years and years, and when I was just starting out, he always said, if you see the pin, play the pin. Now in my older years, I would have done the same thing that Norm did.
Well, you can see the pin right here.
Somebody's listening to me. Giving him some heat from the crowd. Wants him to shoot right at that 7-pin.
Mission accomplished. Second mark. Both on lane 36. Spare in the fourth, now spare in the sixth. And Rich needs to answer before this one gets away from him.
There's 4 boxes remaining. Pull that one left. You're right, John. He needs to put a mark up one of these 2 boxes at least. It's already a mark behind, and Norm has one posted in the 6th frame. What he doesn't want is a bad frame. Still looking at 6 pins, 1, 2, 5, and 8 with a 6-10 on the right. Oh boy. Crucial mistake there.
After nothing lower than an 8 to this point, Rich puts up a disappointing 4 to get to 59. 3 boxes remaining. And it's the 4 horsemen to the left.
1, 2, 4, 7.
$68, 8 complete for Rich. And Norm can go a long way in the direction of icing it with a big fill right here.
Another solid 9-pin drop. This time may have a little roadblock there. Let's see if that piece of wood rolls out of the way.
It slides off to the right. Yes. 3 spares for Norm. 3 of the last 4 boxes, and now bonus money opportunity if he can make it 3 straight. That'd get him $50. Well, that'll be a tough one to do. Knocked out just the single pin, the 6.
Oh, that deserves $50.
Rich just shooting to gain some confidence with a strong finish. His chances of winning all but gone now.
Solid 9-pin drop, leaving the 7. So got a chance to throw a couple marks and a good fill, and maybe get some bonus money at the end.
I think Rich will very much be looking forward to his next challenge, just so he can show us all why he's a bowler with a 114 average. Not the debut he wanted. Last ball coming up for Rich Hamel to complete his string. 87, so Norm Pelletier has already officially wrapped this one up as he works 97 and counting, 2 boxes to go, and gets ready for a matchup with the best friend of his son Eric, Jeff Surette.
Oh, should have been a strike. Moved that 6-pin out of the way, or off the spot, I should say.
Norm a pin away from 4 marks in a row, and it'd be 50 more in bonus money.
Already got 50 in bonus, so there'll be another 50 here. Had to come up high in that piece of wood, drive it back.
Up to 116 through 9, box to go.
4 of the last 6 boxes were spares, and of course he elected to go for the 10-pin using the wood, and that didn't quite catch that. Could have been 5 marks in a row. Looking at the 1 and the 8 here to finish up.
Jeff Surette make it 9 in a row? That is the question we're pondering, and we'll find out over the next 2 games. Norm Pelletier, 126.87 winner, and he will take on Jeff next on Comcast Sportsnet. let's get rolling with the championship two-game match. Jeff Surette, can he make it 9 weeks in a row? Needs a victory today to do that, to tie John Zappi. He will go first in game 1 opposite Norm Pelletier, who just advanced with that 126-87 victory over Rich Hamel. Jeff in lane 35 will drop 6. Leaves the 4 horsemen to the left.
1, 2, 4, and 7. Wants to start quick. Takes out the 1 and the 2.
$10 for Jeff.
Many people ask why the champion starts off this two-game match, and they have reserved the right, because of winning, to know what they have to get the final 2 frames. If it's an advantage, it's the right of the champion to bowl those last 2 frames. That's why Jeff starts off. So he'll finish the match, the final 2 frames. Half Worcester right for Jeff.
One 7 in the 8th remain.
And it's 19 for this first 2.
So right off the bat, Norm with a few open boxes to work opposite of. That is not often the case with Jeff.
Four horsemen left with the 6-10. Tried to play it on the inside, the right-hand side of the headpin, having the ball carry him off the headpin into the 6-10, but a little too far right. Now he just wants to clean them up, and he does. Gets out of it with an 8.
As we've established at the start of the show, Norm and Jeff certainly not strangers. And
Strike.
all 10 go. First strike from Norm after a bunch of spares in that Challengers match.
First strike of the day. He had some solid 9-pin drops in that Challengers match as well. Could just have easily been strikes. So you see the replay of tripping that 8-pin. Jeff almost gets a strike of his own. Leaves the 4-pin.
Picks up the spare instead. Jeff best friends with Norm's son Eric, so there's quite a connection between these two. Only 2 on the fill. Half Worcester to the left.
Good recovery there. Almost converted the Half Worcester for 2 marks in a row. .41 through 4. Disappointing fill in that spare.
Norm's chance now to fill it up after his strike in the second box.
And he fills his, well, he's got a strike. He's got 4 on the first ball. Another chance. Try to go spare on strike. Good effort. 8 on the strike. Takes a 7-pin advantage through 2 boxes. He'll give a couple up here.
Gets to 36 through 3. Opposite the 10 bucks in the 4th. Not a lot of bang for his buck with that one.
No,
better.
3, 5, 6, 10 on the right. Then of course he has a 4, 7 in the left-hand corner. Piece of wood out in front. You may want to catch a piece of that. Either that or try to split the 3 and the 6. That's what he tried to do. Flush on the 3. So again, both bowlers feeling themselves out early in the match. Wow. Just a 5. What happened to that piece of wood? That went twisted and went in between the 4 and the 5.
And the math adds up to a 41-41 tie through 4.
So both bowlers early in the match have made some mistakes. That's not a mistake. Strike in the 5th for Jeff. Just buries this ball in the 1-3 pocket. Boy, that 5-pin had no chance of staying up. Looking for the double, and he does throw the double. So he sets him up for a $50 bonus money for 3 in a row. And of course, we have that $1,000 pool out there, but
he already owns
it. Yeah, he owns a piece of that already.
This is Norm dropping 7, leaves the 1, 3, and 10.
That wood behind the 1 and 3 could kill this shot. There it is. It just deadened the ball just enough. That piece of wood behind the 3-pin was enough to divert the ball and not carry the 10-pin.
Gets a 10 box out of it, but he's opposite this double, so
yeah,
he use a mark.
He could have very easily converted that spare. Hit the spare where he wanted to, but unfortunately for that piece of wood. It's early in the match. I think this is a crucial pin right here. Needs to keep his confidence up.
Misses to the left.
Plus he's opposite the double strike.
Bounces it in there and puts up a 10 box. So it's Jeff Surette with the lead and working on getting a triple when we come back on Comcast Sportsnet. Boxes into game 1 of 2 to decide the champ this week, and it's Jeff Surette shooting to make it 3 strikes in a row as he steps back in.
Huge ball for Jeff, working the double strike. Can really build up a lead with a decent fill. Well,
gets half of them to go.
Triangle 4, 7, 8 on the left, 6, 10 right with a couple pieces of wood. Will be elect to try to snap the wood across. He is. Good effort. 8 fill on that second strike.
Total of 9 in the box.
Well, they went from tie after 4 boxes at 41 apiece to a 23-pin advantage for Jeff through, wow, through 6 boxes with a double strike. Here he hits the head pin, takes out the 1 and the 8. You wonder how that can happen. He has a chance to come up with a bad frame.
Salvages an 8 out of it. Gets him over the century mark. Jeff's at 101. Norm has 1 mark. It was a strike in the second. 1, 3, 7, 8 left.
No wood to help. Got a chance. Everything but the 7.
Open now. 5 boxes in a row for Norm. He operates in the 8th.
One, 2, 4, down by 23. Needs to start converting these spares. Well, leaves the ball out to the right. That's what he wanted to do for the 10 box.
Gains a couple. Down 21 now, 101 to 80. Coming up between games 1 and 2 of this championship match. Rich Hamel, the father of the younger Rich Hamel we just saw. We'll try to do what Jeff just did and get a strike.
That's right.
Strike challenge.
$400.
That's the 3rd strike for Jeff in this game.
This week's strike challenge is sponsored by the Shelburne Falls Bowling Lanes. Another double in Shelburne Falls, Mass. Been operating for over 100 years. Want to see a nice, cute little place. Stop in Shelburne Falls. Open since 1906. All been restored. Small 8-lane house. You can visit them online by typing in ShelburneFallsBowling.com. And we thank them for sponsoring the strike challenge.
No triple for Jeff, but he's going to put up a great number in game 1. 5 marks total, 4 of them strikes.
That'll give him $50. No, that's a, yeah, that was a spare on strike. That'll give him $50.
148, so that's a total of 6 marks. What can Norm answer with here in the final 2 frames of game 1?
A little voice in the back is Mr. Zappi. Ask him if that's all Jeff has. 148. Oh boy. Bad luck there. Had the, was it the 3 and the 5, and just slightly heavy on the 3, and the ball missed the 5 pin. You know, Norm has not had a lot of luck with the position of the wood and a couple spares, and certainly a 2-pinner like that, hitting the object pin and not converting for the spare.
So Jeff is going to lead by a minimum of 48 pins. Make it 50, folks. 148 to 98. A game to go, and Jeff Surette ahead by a country mile. We're back with game 2 after this on Comcast Sportsnet.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's time for the strike challenge, and today our challenger is Richard Hamel. His son was our challenger earlier today. How you doing, Richard?
Good, good.
Where are you from?
Avery, Mass.
And do you bowl a lot?
I used to. I'm retired.
Retired. Well, $400 on the line. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, here we go with the strike challenge. If he gets a strike, he gets 400, as Trina said. Otherwise, $50 for a spare, but we don't like to talk about that. We want the strike.
I know everybody in Shelburne Falls is watching this, and that's why he's retired. He said, a little silent. I don't hate those silent balls when you throw them down there. Okay, he's got one. $1 pin now. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Total of 5. Thank Richard for being with us. You too, by the way, come to a taping, put your name in, you can have it drawn and take a crack at that ever-growing jackpot.
Again, we'd like to thank Tammy Dubuque up there at Shelburne Falls Bowling Alley for sponsoring the strike challenge. And if you're in that area, stop in and see that beautiful 8-lane bowling center. Thank you, and they're great supporters of Candlepin Bowling and the Candlepin Challenge.
Norm's got a big mountain to climb. Down 50 pins after game 1 versus Jeff Surette, one of the best bowlers on the planet at the moment is Jeff.
Yeah, people ask me, can he get beat? I said, of course he can get beat. He will get beat. It's just some of the bowlers coming on are just going to say, I could be the one. I could be the one to put a notch in my belt. I'm the one to stop Jeff Surette's streak.
Again, today with a win, he would make it 9 in a row, tying John Zappi, who happens to be here. You alluded to that a little while ago. He's not here so much to root, as Norm gets a spare, to root against Jeff, but he will bowl. It's part of the taping. He will bowl next week.
We were holding that back. If John Zappi, if Jeff was to hold on to this lead and win and tie John Zappi, and there's another strike, John Zappi comes on next week. If he gets by his challengers match, then he would face Jeff, and Jeff would have a chance to better his record by beating John Zappi. So there's a story within a story, but John still has to get by the great challengers match, and another double strike. 3 double strikes in the same match.
And look at this one. Norm now off his feet.
Let's start waving the red white flag here. He doesn't even work up a sweat. You're watching something special, people, I'm telling you. Any of you who bowl Candlepin bowling know it's a difficult game, a challenging game, but this guy has done everything.
It's a good fill for Norm of 8, looking to make it 2 marks in a row, box 3, game 2.
And we're not talking about a fellow that's 45 or 50 years old either. He's got a long career in front of him. I have stat sheets.
Strike to
There's a
Norm.
strike. I have stat sheets on all the bowlers that come on if they have made an appearance on the show. Jeff is one of the few that has 2 pages. And of course, we talked about his championship shows the last couple of years, winning 2 in a row, and he's been on 4 of them now and winning 3. He stands with 234, the highest total this year. And I dare say that he will be in the championship show again this year. I don't think 3 people are going to beat that score, especially when it's the highest score ever on the show.
Jeff unable again to make it 3 in a row, but he'll look for a spare off those 2 strikes. Instead, he's open here, so he is mortal. Back just to 6. Take a look at his reaction after he missed the triple. You can laugh about it. What happened there? He said.
Oh, he's going to steal one. Almost everything but the head pin.
Got it. So
he can
3
make
marks.
spares. That's his. Let me see now. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8 marks. Only 2 spares.
Anybody can make strikes.
Yeah,
The best bowlers to make the spares.
Yeah.
Old adage. Norm drops 8, and that's a first ball of his fill, following the strike in the 4th.
Trying to make it 2 in a row and set himself up for a $50 bonus. Oh, I'll tell you, it wasn't for bad luck. Norm would have no luck at all. Again, 2 pin, 6 and 10, hits the object pin, the 6, and drives it straight back and misses the 10. No luck there.
334 again, to reiterate that number that Jeff put up.
Yeah,
It's just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely was. 7-8 piece of wood in between. Looks like a very makeable spare if you can just hit the wood in between them. There you go. It's been every other box. Lane 36 has been good to Norm this game.
Eight-pin drop for Jeff. Leaves a 310. Looking for his 4th mark through 5 boxes. Instead of 9. Plus this last ball. And in fact will be a 9.
You would think with a 148 opening game there'd be some bonus money in there, but there wasn't. 5 marks for the 148. 2 double strikes and a spare back in the 3rd with only a deuce on it. 2, 4, 6, 10.
Nine box and an 8 box for Jeff. Coming back to earth just a little bit, but it probably isn't enough time for Norm to catch up. We'll find out next. Final 4 boxes ahead on Comcast Sportsnet. The stretch run, final 4 boxes of the 2nd game here in the championship. And we invite you to join us for our next taping here at the Bowlodrome, February 8th at 9 a.m.
That's right, same place, Woburn Bowlodrome. However, you can watch us on Comcast Sportsnet. So
That, of course, is the taping date to bring all your Valentine's Day's gifts to Dan and I. Whatever
right.
you want to bring in advance of the 14th, we'll accept them that day.
We had literally none last year.
I was going to say a whole truckload and kind of make up a story, but you just got to the truth of the matter. None, so.
7-pin drop on the spare, trying to make it 2 in a row for Norm, and he does. Chance for a little bonus money here. Can throw another spare or strike on lane 36, which has been good to him. Had a mark in the 2nd, the 4th, and the 6th frame over there in this game. Oh boy.
Puts up a 6 in the 8th box.
Now, Jeff started the streak of 8 in a row back in November. Of course, we had a break there for the youth bowling. But he won the Challengers match against Mark Strangio, then defeated Det Klein. Defeated Stu Bergman is when he hit through the 334 against Stu's 255. Then defeated Dave Hodge, John Bird, where he threw another 300 series, 302. Skip Esterbrook last week, and then Steve Vadney and Peter Flint. Kevin Spicone. There's some of the other ones that he knocked off on the way to
Heavy hitters.
8 in a row. Yeah, some real heavy hitters.
He's ahead by 2 in this game following that spare, so 52 overall plus the fill. Very much in control with just 2 boxes left. Norm with a strike though. 2nd in this game. Had one in the 4th too. Norm's going to put up a decent game 2 score, but won't be close to enough.
So 113 through 9. Make it 123.
Jeff has already clinched it here with the 2 boxes to go, but knowing this guy, he'll make a run at a triple over the final 2. 3, 6, 7 left.
We'll try to split the 3 and the 6.
Box left for Jeff to make it official as he ties the record on the Candlepin Challenge, 9 weeks in a row as the champ. That is remarkable. And next week, a potential meeting with a guy who is the co-holder on that record, John Zappi. Wow, what a storyline next week. You don't want to miss the program. One extra bonus ball coming up following his 5th mark in this game. 3 spares to go with those 2 opening strikes. And 8 more gets to the final number for Jeff. 132. It is a 59-pin victory for the 9-time champ. Wow. We'll wrap it up next. Welcome. Welcome back to the Woburn Bolodrome for the wrap-up on this week's show. And Dan, we're certainly seeing something very special in Jeff Surette's run, now at 9 weeks in a row, tying the record.
Yeah, and it's one of those, he had more strikes than spares today. That's really a scary thing with this guy, because this guy can make spares when he has to. But today he had the strike ball going, and I don't know if anyone can survive three double strikes in the course of 2 games and come out on top. It's very difficult.
Yeah, that's what Norm was up against today. Norm standing by, the runner-up standing by with Trina right now. Trina?
Thanks, John. Well, we're back over here with Rich and Norm and a special guest, Chase Pelletier. We'll get to you in just a second, Chase. But, Rich, first time on the show, obviously some butterflies, but hopefully we'll see you back again.
Oh, definitely. I'm not going to give up yet. Still got a lot more bowling to do.
So what do you think you learned today?
Try to forget about the camera and the lights and just focus on your game.
Well, that's a good thing to take away from this. Well, $150 for you, Rich, from the ICBA. And I understand you have some exciting news to share with us.
Yeah, I'm going to have a baby girl in about a month. Looking forward to it.
Excellent. Well, you're going to be a young dad, so best of luck with that.
Thank you.
All right, and we hope to see you back soon. And speaking of babies, who is this?
My grandson, Chase,
Hi. He's absolutely gorgeous.
10 months old.
Well, you had a big cheering section with you here today.
Yeah, we did. Not like the last time.
But they were giving you a hard time back there. Could you hear them?
Yeah, well, bowling against the one ball wonder. I don't know.
Well, Jeff Surette's a tough one to get to be matched up against.
He is.
Well, $250 for you, Norm, from the ICBA. So thanks for joining us today. And hopefully we'll see you back again as well.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Chase. Thanks for joining us. Back over to you, John.
Trina, thank you. Jeff couldn't pull off the triple on a couple occasions, but everything else going just fine. 9 in a row.
Yeah, I'll take it. One more. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, a chance to break that record. Congratulations on tying it.
Yeah, thank you.
I know the diplomat that you are, and I try to get you to trash talk a little bit, but you got 2 bowls coming next week. Any choices of who you'd like to face?
Bring it on. Don't matter. Let's go.
I figured that's what he would say.
Of course, one of them is John Zaffe, you hold the record with now, so it should be a very interesting week next week here on the show.
Yeah, that'd be fun. With teammates and friends, that'd be a good match.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Hope to see you right here on Comcast Sportsnet for the Candlepin Challenge next week.